if I'm as interesting as you, but happy to chat.
Man.
So before we hang up this call, I just want to ask you one question that I've asked every guest on the show, and I may have asked you the first time, but maybe your answer has changed. And the question is, looking back on your journey, where you are right now, looking back on the beginning, like what was maybe one thing that you maybe did or did not do that you'd want to tell your earlier self, like, hey, Edward, why don't you keep at that? Or Edward, maybe stay away from doing that. Don't do that, What will be that one thing?
Well, in terms of doing stuff, I don't know. But in terms of being and thinking is stop blaming other people for your problems and, eat the shit. Like, not literally, but like recognize that.
Take ownership.
Exactly. Like actually, like stop lying to yourself and actually grow the fuck up and then start like, and nothing in lives or like everything in life that happens from your actions. You might have the biggest intentions in your head and you might have the wildest ideas, but if you look at your life around, like whatever you have physically, like if you look around yourself, like whatever you have physically right now, like behind yourself and around yourself, your house and your wife, that is you. Not more, not less. This is you. Not the fucking idea that you have in your head, like, oh, I'm this guy, I'm this, I'm that, and I have so many ambitions. No. This is not you. Whatever you have physically in your life at this point only, it doesn't mean it can change in the future. This is you. If I look around and, this is my situation right now, this is me. Like, this is what I have created physically in my life through my actions. This is me. Like, this is my wife. This is my house. This is what I have. This is what I did in my life. This is me, not more. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm this big guy, or like I'm this guy, or like I might have these ambitions. And okay, this is all somewhere in a Ethereum, in the ether, in the potential field. But like whatever you have physically around this is you. That's it. So stop lying to yourself and realize that everything good in your life comes from you standing up and taking some action. And I'm probably talking to myself right now again. So
you're talking to a lot of the people that I've worked with. And, I talk to a lot of artists to say like, oh yeah, one day I'm going to do this, one day this. It's like, until you do it, you haven't done it.
Exactly.
So many artists just say, yeah, this is what I'm working on. And they don't, and 3 years later, they haven't released that song that they've been talking about. It's like, no, until you've released that song, you haven't done it.
Yep.
So
absolutely
put one foot in front of the other and do the work and make it happen. That's the only way.
This is why like you meet people in general, they start telling you like their big goals and plans and like, but you like, dude, like look around yourself. Like, what have you done? What is physically in front of you and around you? That's you. That's it. Not more, not less.
Love it. Edward, what's the best way to find you these days on the internet? Where should people go?
Very easy.
Check out your stuff.
Instagram, funklord.vhs, like I said, or thefunklord.com. That is it.
Only places, as he's mentioned already in the episode.
Yeah.
He's skimmed down. Amazing. Edward, what a blast to chat with you again and have you back on the show. And look forward to schmoozing with you next time, whenever it is.
We'll plan it out. I highly appreciate it.
Dude.
Been a blast. Thanks.
Absolutely, brother. Feel good. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Secret Sonics. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Edward as much as I did. If you enjoyed this episode or any of our other episodes, I'd super appreciate it if you would go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review. It really helps the show. And if you could share this episode or your favorite episode with a friend or two, that would also really help the show move forward. In addition to that, you can find us on social media. Just search for Secret Sonics. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And you can email me at secretsonics@gmail.com if you have any comments, feedback, guests you might want to recommend, anything like that. So that's about it for now. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe out there and dig in. Bye-bye.